Greetings, it's a beautiful autumn day here on the Southern Downs. I'm just at the entrance to the property where I'm currently house sitting, going on a bit of an afternoon walk with our friend here, Ruby. It's been yet another few weeks since I recorded the last video, although you will probably only have seen it a few days ago. Just been absolutely flat out trying to get all these assignments done. That report that I mentioned last time, studying the ecosystem here along the creek and going up into the eucalyptus woodland. Yeah, that went really well. Submitted it about a week ago, and yeah, I mean, I was a bit rushed at the end there, just been trying to stay on top of everything, but yeah, I think I did reasonably well. We'll probably hear back in a few weeks, see how my results go. And yeah, apart from that, just been final assessment week at the moment. I have like 2 assignments due this weekend, like on the same day. I just submitted one of them now. I've got 3 days to go. And this last one I have not started at, not looked at whatsoever. So we're going to have a very busy time over the next 3 days, and I'm going to actually get started as soon as I get home. But man, after submitting that last assignment, I just needed to get outside, get some fresh air, take in this beautiful scenery we have around here. And yeah, the weather's been beautiful, absolutely perfect, not too hot, not too cold, warmish days, cool nights. I mean, today is a bit of a cooler change. It's 16 degrees, slightly overcast, a bit of light showers on and off. And yeah, a few cool mornings especially, so it won't be long until we get our first frost. Today's topic, what I want to discuss, is structure versus spontaneity, because I've often tried to figure out which approach is better to live by, because it's really two opposite approaches that people can use to live their lives by. And what I mean by that is, like, you can really choose to live your life in a structured manner where it's like you have everything planned out, you have a clear routine that you want to live by. And then there's also people who are much more spontaneous and they're seeking out adventure and not planning things too much and just really seeing where the wind takes you. And yeah, I've had my own internal debates of which approach is better for me. And what I've realized over the years is that I'm really neither. I'm very much more in the middle on this. Like, I'll have moments where I want to live my life in a much more spontaneous way, where I also seek adventure and all those things. But then I also have times like right now where I'm just living very much structured. Like, you could say life is more boring, and it's just every day is more of the same. That's really why I haven't been making all that many videos, because right now it's like every day kind of looks the same to me. I mean, it's a change. Like, I mean, being here at this house sitting place, like it's definitely a change. It's definitely a new experience, new environment, so there's been lots to take in. But like, this already feels normal to me now, because I mean, I'm quite familiar with this region and this part of the country. But yeah, still it's a new experience. I've already settled into basically a routine living here until 8th of May. By 8th of May I leave when the owners return. But yeah, I started this last week of March, so yeah, like six weeks house sitting. It's already like more than halfway done, and I was planning to do all these like videos, like daily vlogs and videos, once I moved here. But yeah, alas, this is the second video that I've recorded since moving out here. Well, temporarily moving out here. After this is done, I'll be heading back to the block, which is it's not that far really. Going into the future, there'll no doubt be times where I will be more spontaneous again, and that's what I'm really learning to do, to live my life in accordance with seasons of structure versus spontaneity. Like, I can really see the contrast there, like all these deciduous trees there, American sycamores, and there's a few English varieties, and then over here it's mostly just native eucalyptus. They certainly don't lose their leaves. And yeah, right up here, that's the house where I'm staying at, and yeah, they own this side here as well as the blocks on this side. Like, it's all part of the same property really. neighboring blocks. And yeah, down here they have a campsite, their own private campsite. And while I've been staying up there, they've had a few friends that have come and camped here, because they allow friends, family to come and camp here, come in here, tents, caravans, and yeah, just get set up for camping. Over the next few videos I'll slowly show more of the place. Of course I want to respect people's privacy as well, so I'm not going to show everything. Carved out seats in front of the campfire. And yeah, down here is the creek. There is a creek that runs through the place, like you saw there was a crossing earlier that the road goes through. And yeah, it just flows right through this valley here. There's multiple crossings. I mean, you would have seen it in the previous video, but yeah, this is that same creek. Getting back to structure and spontaneity, there's really no right approach. What I've learned to do really is live my life in seasons, like really going into some, like last year, you know, around December, you know, going into summer. I had a good few months, especially over my summer break, where I definitely was more spontaneous. Like that's when I went on the Sydney trip, and then at the end of that, the Melbourne trip. Like that was definitely a time where I was very much spontaneous, like not making concrete plans and just going with the flow. And then really before that, going back to winter last year, it was also more of a time of spontaneity. Like I was really looking forward to going on going on that week-long, you know, road trip across the country, especially down to Snowy Mountain. That was on my bucket list for a long time, but really I didn't plan that out much at all. I really just set a destination. I gave myself a rough time frame. All right, I want to be on the road for a week, and I just went. Like I just drove, I explored and saw parts of the country that I'd never been to before. So that was really a time where I was more spontaneous. Between, like, I would say, like September and December last year, like I was very much in that mode of, you know, structure. Once again, like I was settling into a new job, and yeah, it was again a more period of like structure, although there were times in between where I still did, you know, go hiking and do all that fun stuff. But yeah, really, especially since it's like February till now, essentially it's just been the same routine day after day, becoming quite monotonous. But yeah, really, like these periods of structure, like we of course need that as well. Like right now I'm in a moment where I'm in a part of my life where I am very much focused on my goals, more career oriented, thinking about, you know, the future, what I want to do. So I'm very much focused on my goals and all of that, like working, especially that's why, like, especially with being in my final year of uni, I'm very much focused on, you know, completing that and yeah, moving onwards and upwards at my current job as well. So I am very much more career oriented at the moment, focusing on, you know, goals with like financial goals and all that. But I think over winter it'll change back to being more spontaneous, like, yeah, but outside of my normal work and outside of my job and, you know, uni, like I've been the last few months and really the last few years, really, I've been helping out, doing occasional odd farm jobs. And there's one farmer in particular that I've been helping, you know, occasionally on weekends, really most weekends actually, just helping this farmer. And yeah, anyway, I recently broke the news to him that, yeah man, in a few weeks, like I'm just not going to be doing that anymore, because like it's just been too crazy. Like these last few months for me has just been too much, like too busy. Like really, I've just been at a point where right now we're at this next crossing onto River Sheoaks, and yeah, it's really from up there, that's where I started the last video. So we've pretty much come full circle. Now I'll start walking back and then we'll head up to the house. So yeah, once I'm done with final assessment, I'll have a short break before it all continues. And yeah, anyway, so these last few months I've been doing, I've had uni, I've had my main job, been studying full-time on the side, and on top of that, on weekends I've been occasionally helping out this farmer. And yeah, since moving out here, I've done many different odd farm jobs, and there hasn't really been any time spent idle these last few months, that's for sure. And especially now going into my final half year, like I really want to focus on, you know, giving getting all my focus on finishing up with uni. Apart from that, my current job, there's also going to be there's also potential opportunities coming soon for moving onwards and upwards. Talk of being offered more hours in the future. I need to focus 100% on these two things, but at the same time, like, of course I want to have enough downtime as well. So it's just not sustainable for me anymore. So I've then had to make that choice of, like, you know what, it's not sustainable. It's really not in my best interest to do this anymore, because I want more time for spontaneity, for fun things. It's great to approach life, seasons of structure, spontaneity, but I think ultimately, like, living your life where everything is structured, where you have really no downtime, like, that's no way to live. It really isn't. I've learned that the hard way these last few months. I really have. And that's why I haven't been making videos much, because it's like, outside of everything I've been doing in my day-to-day life, I just haven't had the energy to focus on YouTube, making videos. And I just like, even on days off, I just haven't had the energy to do things like go hiking or travel anywhere, even just on like a short day trip or something. Like, I don't have to do these long trips all the time, but even just going out for a day, going to this, like, even close to home, there's so many hikes I haven't done, so many places I haven't been. So there's always something to do, realistically, but I just haven't done it. So yeah, anyway, I think we all need a level of spontaneity where it's like, yeah, we all need downtime to just take a breather and recharge. I'm very much looking forward to when I'll be getting into a mode of spontaneity again. I'm very much deserve it. I'm very much in need. I very much deserve it. I'm very much in need of it. Now just walking up the driveway towards the house. So yeah, I just wanted to share that on structure versus spontaneity, because I think many people often assume that you have to sort of either live your life, in this way or that way, and which is a very, very rigid way of thinking. And of course, like, you can see people sometimes people assume that especially according to that being structured or spontaneous is all dependent on your personality, which to an extent it is. But I think learning to live in these seasons of structure and spontaneity is much healthier in the long run. Like, yes, we're always going to have goals and ambitions of things we want to achieve, where we want to go, what we want to do, but at the same time, as humans, we are creatures of habit. To an extent, we will all have pre-established routines that we follow, mostly unconsciously. But then at the same time, we're not meant to constantly live all our lives where everything is planned out, where everything is structured. Like, it's important to take time to just let all that inner creativity out and just go wherever the wind takes you. Like, that's what I've said in some of my vlogs. I want to go where the wind takes me, and it's been immensely transformative to do that, to just be able to not worry about reaching a specific destination at a specific point in time. Like, that's definitely been, especially when it comes to travel and exploring new places, that's definitely been the best way to approach it for me. Anyway, that's about it for today. Yeah, this is the back of the house here. Look, it's a up around veranda. Right here is where I like to sit and have my cup of tea in the morning, just in these chairs. Just sit down here and this beautiful view of the creek. The rain is starting up again. You can see it getting heavier. It's been like this a lot recently, just slow, drizzly rain. It's getting heavier. Yep, all right. Well, that's it for this one. I don't want to stay out here in this. If you haven't already, give the video a like, and I'll see you all in the next one.